You're watching East Tennessee Weather. Weather when you want it.
Well, good morning. We made it to 7 o'clock in the morning on this Thursday. How's the morning going? Everyone got a nice fresh cup of warm coffee this morning. It's a little bit cooler than what we had yesterday morning, and that trend's going to be with us as we get into the weekend. However, we are looking at some gorgeous weather to work our way throughout the day today. Hard to realize that it's going to be a gorgeous day today when, well, we have the clouds and the fog hanging out with us this morning. But I promise you, it's going to be warmer. It's going to be sunny. It's going to be a great day for an afternoon walk. Maybe grab a patio with a friend or a coworker. And I know some of you are going to meet up for lunch today. So maybe my wife and I will be able to meet with you. We'll see how it all plays out, how the rest of the day plays out. But again, we do just want to get to work with the forecast here this morning to get you out on the roadways. If you need to hit the road, I'm going to go through the forecast. If you want to stick around, we have a nice little chat. We'll go over some national holidays. We'll have discussions. If there's anything that you want to add to the chat, please fire away. Let me know what's going on. Any events going on? Any prayers or thoughts for you or your family? We can discuss any and all of it here this morning. So good morning, Susie, Tiffany, Jalen, and Beth Battles is joining us this morning. I know a lot of you. I saw several text messages yesterday on social media saying, well, I've missed you on the local TV, but I just found you. And that's the process each and every day. So many folks still don't even know where I've gone, but here I am. So if you're new to the platform, new to Wake Up with Witcher, join us for some great conversation and the forecast as well. I want to start you off first things first with our forecast highs from yesterday. This is actually from yesterday. So we made it to 73 degrees yesterday at McGee-Tyson Airport. We had the showers move on through. We had the overcast skies. 69 in Crossville, 75 Chattanooga, and 76 in Tri-City. So when you really look at the numbers, we saw a fairly average day. The warmest locations was Tri-Cities at 76, and that made it 6 degrees warmer than that seasonal average, which remember is a 30-year average. Outside right now, we got another live camera to introduce you to, and another one I've been working on yesterday. If you saw on social media, I was down at the shed in Maryville at the Harley-Davidson area, and I've got a great camera there. So we've been working around the nuances of networking and how to get those cameras live. But Fox Road Marina is back up and running, and we're live there. A live look in Purchase Knob. Current temperature is 53 degrees with beautiful sunshine. A few more clouds at Look Rock with a current temperature of 56 degrees. And Newfound Gap, kind of overcast, a gray start to the day. Some folks kind of enjoying the morning sunrise there at Newfound Gap with a temperature of 53. So that's not too bad at all. In Gatlinburg, it's 57 degrees. This is another live view. So the goal with these cameras, my friends, is to get these on YouTube, which eventually will go to the app and the website. And then you'll have access to these cameras 24 hours a day. I guess Hardin Valley's not working here this morning, so we'll have to get that one. See, this is constant work with getting these cameras up and running. Let's talk temperature changes. We are trending a little bit colder this morning, anywhere from 4 to 15 degrees colder in most locations. So we do have some chillier weather with us this morning, but when you look at the numbers, it's really not bad, and we're trending above average for those morning low temperatures. So we're in the 50s and 60s. It feels pretty good outside. A light jacket, maybe shorts and a t-shirt for the kids with a sweatshirt on, and they'll be doing just fine. And again, good luck to all the kids as they head off to do TCAPS again today. ELA again. They have the day off tomorrow. They have the day off Monday, and then back to testing as we get into next week. My son has been a little bit anxious about it, but he has been holding up great and really getting some good sleep, making sure he's eating well. And he's, he gets home from school, and I'm like, hey, how was it? And he's like, yeah, it was good. And so we discussed that a little bit last night. But we have those overcast gray skies, and we have some fog. So here's the story. I do think it's 7:04 right now. I think the fog will continue to build here for about another hour or so. And then the fog begins to burn off, and we'll start to see improving weather conditions with abundant sunshine throughout the day today. All right, let's check it out on those TDOT cameras and see if there's any accidents going on out there this morning. Doesn't appear to be any in and around Knox County. Tri-Cities is doing good. Chattanooga is doing good as well. So no major incidents. We've got something. Okay, we do have an overturned vehicle right there just outside of Crab Orchard and the Rockwood exit. We don't have any cameras there. Probably not going to show anything. We'll take a look at this camera and see what the fog. Look at the fog there. So we do have some pretty thick fog showed up at Rockwood and Rockwood Mountain if you're going to be traveling in that direction. We'll check a couple other camera views that I know are pretty prone to fog. That would be over near Strawberry Plains. We usually get quite a bit of fog right there over the Holston River. And no, not too much fog there. And how about down Alcoa Highway? Do we have any fog showing up Alcoa Highway area? Let's see. This would be Alcoa Highway. And let's see if the fog is... No, we're doing great there as well. So fog mainly over Rockwood Mountain, Wartburg community. Other than that, traffic is running smoothly so far here this morning. All right, back to the forecast. And again, you'll see the weather headlines for the day today. We're going to see morning clouds, fog, afternoon sunshine, warmer weather tonight, mostly cloudy, with some morning showers and thunderstorms. Okay, so we do have, if you were with me yesterday, it looked like the storms are going to be closer to about midnight to about 4 a.m. That time has shifted closer to sunrise, but we still have a chance for a couple of isolated strong thunderstorms. I don't think we're going to see a ton of activity when it comes to severe weather, so I wouldn't be too concerned about that. But we may be able to see a few more storms fire up later tomorrow afternoon, and if we do, those would be the ones that maybe become a little bit stronger if we can tap in to the atmosphere to produce some strong thunderstorms. So a few isolated storms during the afternoon on Friday, that is possible, but then into the weekend, we're going to be dry and cooler Saturday with some light rain showers and much cooler weather on into our Sunday. So we'll highlight that with your 7-day forecast coming up here in just a few minutes. Again, let me know what's good with you. Katrina needs another cup of coffee this morning. Katrina, I wish I could make you one. I just made a nice fresh cup of a pour over. And man, I tell you what, sometimes it's my first cup of the day. I didn't really have time to get a cup of coffee here first thing this morning to get in the studio. But here I am now, got the kids off to school, said hi to the wife, and grabbed a cup of coffee. Now we're with you. And what a great morning it is. Do you ever wake up and you're just kind of like groggy or you have a little bit of a headache? It's kind of what I've woke up with this morning. I have a little headache right behind my left eye, and I don't even know why. But either way, we'll push through. All right, so temperatures in the 50s and 60s this morning. By lunchtime, we're going to see those temps climb into the 70s. So really, it's going to be a nice lunch hour. And take a look at these highs. I mean, it's going to be another great day to get out and enjoy the weather here around town. Whether it be grabbing lunch, like I said, on a great patio, or enjoying your dinner out on one of the patios, or grilling in the backyard tonight. Either way you slice it and dice it, today's going to be a fantastic evening, or day anyways. Maybe a bit on the warm side for some of you. I don't mind it myself. I'm ready for these temperatures to really start warming up. I love the warm, humid mornings. Don't love the humidity during the afternoon when we get into the 80s and 90s. But I'm a huge fan of the morning hours where you walk outside and it's a nice little warm blanket. All right, so by the evening rush hour, we're still expected to see those temps in the 80s falling down into the low 70s by 10 o'clock tonight. Now we got a warm front coming on through the area. That's why we're going to warm up throughout the day today. So we're going to get a different air mass to move its way on through. More humidity, more warmer temperatures, and clearer skies. And so it's really going to translate to be a really nice day under quiet, dry conditions. And so enjoy that. All right, then as we look at our Storm Prediction Center forecast and the risk for severe storms. If you look at it, it goes for a 24-hour period. So it starts at 7 o'clock this morning, 12Z, so 8 o'clock this morning through 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. And that's the general idea. So you can't just look at this and say, oh, okay, well, we're in the risk for big storms today. Nope, not the case. Those storms are going to come overnight tonight into the sunrise hour. So let's go ahead and pick up our timeline at 7 o'clock tonight. And again, we'll have a nice sunset tonight. Great night for a nice evening walk after dinner. Then we're going to see maybe a few scattered showers during the overnight hours, but really it's still going to be after midnight. But look at the storm system blasting on through. So let me slow this down for you. So we'll come over to midnight, and again, not much activity. You get into the 1 o'clock hour, not much activity. Now, again, this could speed up, but I think models are indicating that this is going to slow down a little bit, and that's why it's slowed down. All right, so there's 1 o'clock in the morning. Here's 2, 3. So again, right around 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, could see some pretty good boomers showing up across the plateau from Fentress to Cumberland, Morgan to Scott County. As we get into the 4, 5, 6 o'clock hour, if you're getting ready to head off to work early tomorrow morning, say around 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, we've got a lot of morning travelers. We have some pretty good showers and thunderstorms that are possible. And as we get into the morning rush hour, kids heading off to school, this potentially is what it could look like. And so something to keep in mind. Now, again, I think we'll see some solid downpours with that system as it moves through late tonight, early tomorrow morning. But it's not going to last all day throughout the day on Friday. So as we pick up our timeline throughout our Friday, we pick it up at 7 o'clock in the morning. The showers move on out. We'll stay partly to mostly cloudy. I don't think we're going to have a ton of sunshine, and that's the caveat. So if we can get some sunshine tomorrow afternoon, we may spark off a few more afternoon showers and thunderstorms. Some of our high-resolution model forecasts are picking up on that activity. A nice little line of some pretty good boomers, probably between about 2 and 5 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. My in-house model forecast is picking up on the radar returns, not necessarily the intensity. So don't take everything that you see to truth. This is just a model forecast, and so you got to see how things play out. But again, there's a lot of things that need to play out in order to get those thunderstorms to fire up. And again, we would need some clearing. If we stay overcast and gray all day, likely not to be the case tomorrow. And then as we get into our Friday evening, everything should start to clear on out, but it is going to be on the cooler side. So rainfall amounts from now through tomorrow night. We're going to pick up anywhere from a half an inch to an inch of rain in some locations. So depending on where this, really the bullseye of the rain falls, generally speaking, about a half an inch to an inch of rainfall. So that's going to make for a rather soggy start to our Friday morning. All right, 3-day forecast. We'll see those temps in the mid-80s today, mid-70s tomorrow, upper 60s Saturday. Saturday's likely to stay mostly cloudy, but Saturday's also going to be on the dry side. Sunday, we've got another wave moving its way out of the deep south, and that's going to stay further to our south, but it does look like it's going to push up some rain. Best locations would be south of Interstate 40, but notice those temperatures. It's going to be on the cool side. Yeah, some chilly weather is on the way. We're going to be talking much more about the big picture pattern coming up here in just a few minutes. Right now, though, let's take a quick little break and talk about this morning's Wake Up with Witcher sponsor. It is East Tennessee Renovations, LLC. They are a family-owned and operated company here in East Tennessee. They do kitchens and bathroom renovations. That's really what they specialize in. But you'll notice they do back decks and patios as well. You'll notice that some before and after pictures that you're taking a look at. They take pride in their overall communication and scheduling skills. Their cleanliness on the job and least impactful to you. Their project is to make this project, their goal is to make this project or your project at least the least hassle-free and try to clean up as best as they could. And we know renovations cause a big mess, especially when you start dealing with drywall. Trust me, been there, done that. And it creates a big old dust ball around your entire house. But they clean up after every single day and make sure that you are still able to live inside your house. They're also certified in aging specialists, which means that they can help you widen your doorways, remove transitions, create easier access into your kitchens and bathrooms, and put in walk-in tubs or grab bars. Anything you need as we age or if something happens to you, they really certify in aging in place. Big, huge proponents of that. So give my friends a call today, East Tennessee Renovations at 865-233-3657 or visit them online at easttnrenovations.com if you're looking for a hassle-free kitchen or bathroom renovation update. All right, back to the map. Here's the big picture story, okay? So we do have this storm system. The bullseye is going to be across Missouri, Illinois, Indiana, Western Kentucky, and Northwest Tennessee. That's the bullseye. And they're likely to see some tornadoes break out in those locations. But outside of that, damaging winds likely to be the main threat out of any of the storms that do fire up. And then as that storm system slides off to our south and east, it's going to take that severe weather with it and drop it to our south and east. So Birmingham, Atlanta, Macon, Augusta, Charlotte, Myrtle Beach, and Charleston, South Carolina could see some strong thunderstorms Friday into Saturday as our storm system slides off to our southeast. So here's what it looks like in the big picture. We've got our warm front swinging its way through during the day today. The sky's clear. It's going to be a gorgeous day. Here comes our boundary. It's going to swing its way in through. Showers and thunderstorms. There's sunrise tomorrow morning, 7 o'clock. We're going to see some pretty good showers and thunderstorms leading into the morning commute and maybe spark off a couple of afternoon showers and thunderstorms tomorrow afternoon. Then as we get into our Saturday, high pressure builds its way on in, but we've got some moisture to our south and west. And I think that's going to throw up some cloud coverage. So mid to high level clouds expected, but giving us that overcast gray feel throughout the day on Saturday. I don't think we're going to see any really rain on Saturday, but We will continue to see a few showers develop down to our south. So here's your Sunday forecast. Sunday, we start off on the dry side, but these rain showers may start to creep their way a little bit further north. So if you have travel plans into Alabama, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina on Sunday, you're going to run into the rain. If you're staying here locally, we'll see how it plays out, but it looks like that rain will start to creep its way a little bit further to the north. Here we go. All right, so your futurecast rainfall accumulations, again, I think 1/2 inch to 1 inch of rainfall looking probable as these next little waves of energy move their way on through. Remember, I said we're going to cool down, right? So here's this big old pocket of cool air. Now, these are 850 50 millibar temperatures. So these are temperatures of 5,000 feet in elevation. It gives us a good idea of warm air intrusion or cold air intrusion, or advection, rather. And so this is going to evict colder air into our area. What you're looking at are temperatures of 45 degrees or colder at 5,000 feet. So we're not talking about freezing temperatures, no snow in the forecast. That's not the case, but this just lets us know that we do have this big old pool of cool air that's going to swing on through, and you can clearly see that with your 7-day forecast. So 85 today, yes please. 76 tomorrow. Let's go back to that. 85 degrees again today. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, my friends. But Sunday, not a Sunday fun day. Sunday is going to be a Sunday indoor day. We're down to 59 degrees. My goodness gracious. Put your hands up in the air. Here comes the roller coaster ride. Who likes roller coasters? Any of you like roller coasters? Dollywood's open, by the way. That's great. Splash Country and Smoky Mountain will be opening up soon, hopefully. But yeah, temperatures will drop into the 50s on Sunday. And then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we'll climb back to those seasonal averages. So nice little pattern on the way. You got to have the ups and downs to get those seasonal averages. Low temperatures, though, again, we're going to be in the 60s for Friday morning. Then Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, we'll drop into the 40s for those morning low temperatures, and then 50s return for morning lows as we get into Wednesday and Thursday. Rounding out the month of April. Can you believe it is April 18th? Like, where is this year going? I don't know about you, but it is flying by. And as we end the month of April and start the month of May, maybe above average temperatures might work their way back in. We've got the April showers. Do we see the May flowers start really blossoming if with this warmer weather heading our way? Maybe so. Hey, and by the way, if you're new to Wake Up with Witcher, I see several new people on here. If you don't have the East Tennessee Weather app, you should go to the Google Play Store, the App Store, and download East Tennessee Weather. Just search East TN Weather, all one word. Listen, it's everything you need for East Tennessee weather. What we do right now, you can watch on your cell phone. You get your daily forecast. You also have a 1 minute with Witcher. So I do that update, a 1 minute with Witcher once a day. And it's literally just to give you the idea that, hey, listen, if you don't have time to just sit down and join a broadcast, if you're running around, things are crazy, you're under the weather, whatever it may be, you can grab your 1 minute with Witcher through the East Tennessee Weather app or online at easttnweather.com. So download it today if you don't mind. Help support the platform, especially if you like what you see. All right. So anyways, let's say good morning to everyone through the chat up there. Working on a new platform. Hopefully that's going to be debuting on Monday. Everything's going to stay relatively the same-ish. Just a new way for me to present it, a new program. We talked about that yesterday. So got to do a little bit of work. I was going to try to get it on today. And I've had some issues with my 24-hour channel crashing. So if you join me on Roku, and by the way, you can get me on Roku TV or Amazon Fire as well, and also on YouTube. So even if you're not a YouTuber, just go subscribe to the YouTube channel. Just go boop, click the subscribe button, and then you can be notified. So anytime I broadcast live, you'll get a notification that I'm live on YouTube. So something to keep in mind. But anyways, so many different places to be able to watch Wake Up with Witcher, or anytime I broadcast severe weather, I'll always send out a notification through the East Tennessee Weather app. So it's a really great tool to have in your back pocket. Lee's been texting me this morning, so let's see what Lee has to say. Lee was saying, we were talking about the camera yesterday. Here's a screenshot of Gatlinburg on the app. Yeah, that truck is still there. Yeah, so we've had some issues because we've switched everything over, Lee, to be able to broadcast live with the East Tennessee Weather cameras. They are not currently, I should just take them off the app altogether right now, but that's a whole website thing. So we'll just have to contend with that in the short term. But here's what it looks like in Gatlinburg right now. So that is a live view. And the goal is to get this on YouTube, which would then eventually go on to my channel, which would eventually go on to the website, which eventually would attach to the app as well. So hopefully, Lee, very, very soon, we're going to be able to get these on YouTube, which you'll be able to view these live, excuse me, on the app. So we're getting there, my friend. We're getting there. We're getting close. Listen, we're only 6 months into this project, right? We've got a long time to go, and a lot of good stuff coming your way for sure. All right, so got a lot of folks on here this morning. Good morning. We got Roseanne Clark from Tazewell joining us this morning. Good morning, Roseanne. Hopefully you're having a great day. I don't think I've seen your name on here before. So if you're new to the platform, hopefully you got all the information that you needed about downloading the East Tennessee Weather app. If you don't have so, literally, it's a one-stop shop for East Tennessee weather. Delete all the other weather apps that you have. No need to have those. And don't pay for weather. If you're paying for weather, delete it. Sorry, but don't waste your money. And if you need some consulting, I can do that for you. And then you can pay me and not some other app developer. See what I'm saying? Two-way street here. I scratch your back, you scratch mine. Oh, my goodness. Cameras are coming up, Julie. They're slowly but surely. They are. The Shed's got some great concerts coming up. Was down there. And so that's going to be the goal too, Buck. If you can't make it to one of those awesome concerts at the Shed, I can pan, tilt, and zoom those cameras. And the Shed wants to put their camera or put my camera on their website with my branding and some weather information. They're actually getting a weather station installed. And so here's another side note. If you have a weather station, I know Tom Perry does. I know there's several of you on here that you have your own weather stations that are connected to Weather Underground. If they are, and you give me those codes, I can now put those into my weather computer where we can get live weather information rather than updated every hour for certain, for your community. So Tom lives in Powell, and so we could get current conditions from the Powell community. So really cool stuff that could be happening with the East Tennessee Weather Platform. So if you have a weather station and it's and you have a code for that, let me know what that code is, and we'll try to get that on the broadcast. Let's see. Oh, Lee's on his way to the golf course in Dandridge today. Nice, buddy. Hey, go do me a favor. Go swing by the inn over there and ask them if they want an East Tennessee weather camera. If you don't mind. I'm blanking on the name of that inn right there in Dandridge, right there on the lake, on Douglas Lake. I'm blanking on the name of what it's called, but hey, Buck, help me out. Let me know. Now, Buck, do you work for Wivik at all? Or is the Wivik tower like right in your backyard? I'm confused about your whole Wivik conversations all the time. WIVK is what we're talking about, the radio station. Great country. Do you see that Gunner's retiring? Gunner's going to be retiring. Pretty crazy stuff. Never thought that guy would retire. But he's been doing Wivik for a long time. And Gunner, I know you're not listening this morning, but listen, congratulations on retirement. Huge accomplishment. You've been with Wivik for a very, very, very long time. Let's see. Anything good news? Good words? Everyone's saying good morning. Katrina says she had a headache yesterday. I think it's allergies. Yeah, that's probably what mine is as well. Just like right there. Just like won't go away. I told my wife I needed a Herkle-Durkle today. Do you remember what Herkle-Durkle is? That's when you go back to bed. You go lay back down in bed after you get everyone off to school and do your thing. You go back to bed. I may do some Herkle-Durkling. Yeah, it's going to be a great day to mow the yard. Get that yard mowed before the rain comes back in. Although maybe wait till Saturday when it's going to be cooler. Maybe not today. Today's going to be a warmer day, so maybe not the best of mowing days, or you're just trying to acclimate your body, getting ready for mowing season. So Kimberly and Sandra and Mel, And Katrina, are you all still doing lunch today at 2:30? Is that still your goal? Stephanie's joining us from Crossville this morning. It's been a hot minute since you've been on the show this morning, but she's joining us from North Crossville. Says it's a little bit foggy up there this morning. Jorge says, good morning, East Tennessee. Let's do this. That's what I'm talking about, Jorge. Good attitude, bud. Good attitude. Kimberly says, I hope it pours down the rain. I'm sick and tired of my green car. Green, yellow, greenish yellow. I can't spray it off because of all that pollen. Car washes, Kimberly? Nah, Mother Nature. Free car wash, right? Let's take the free car wash. That's kind of my status. I don't really care about my car. I drive a what do I drive? 2012 Chevy Volt. 145,000 miles on it. I put 85,000 on it myself. It's like it's not a hybrid. It is electric, but it has a gas generator. And used to get like 45 miles per charge. Now I'm like down to like 27. Time to find which are a new car here real soon. Yeah, Julie, are you going to join lunch? Join lunch with Kimberly and Katrina? Come on now. You guys are having your own little meet and greet, aren't you? Let's see what else we got. Oh, you guys are all cracking up. The crappies are hitting, apparently. The crappies are hitting. So anybody doing some crappie fishing today, I hope you have a crappy day. Could you imagine if I ever said that on TV? Like the old TV days? Yeah, I'd probably get fired. Now we can say have a crappy day because we're talking about fishing. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's see. Janet says, thanks, Mike, for all you do. You are very welcome, Janet. Thank you for saying that to me, and thank you for joining the program this morning. Really appreciate it. Tammy says, I like your shirt. You look so comfortable. You need to wear T-shirts like every now and then. They are so soft. Yes, they are. Decided, listen, it was going to be 85 degrees today. There's no need to be wearing a shirt and tie and a suit. I'm going to dress appropriately to the weather. That seems to make more sense to me. Why? Because I can. But thanks, Tammy. I appreciate it. It's like little, not really flowers. I don't know what it is. But decided to be a little bit more comfortable this morning. Let's see. Sandra says, good morning, Mike and all. Made it on for a minute. Yay, Sandra. Got Roku on. Have to get on Facebook to communicate. Everyone have a great day heading off to work. So, Sandra, are you doing lunch with Kimberly and Mel and Katrina today? Happy Thursday, Tiffany. Tiffany Weeks. Givens. Tiffany Givens. You guys are all chatty this morning. This is awesome. Kimberly's ready for 85 degrees. Tom says, it wouldn't be East Tennessee spring if we didn't have these big drastic temp drops or extremes. I know. That's what's great about springtime and fall time. It's like roller coaster rides. It's like roller coaster city. You're up and down and all around. That's what makes the weather so interesting. It's always changing. It's ever dynamic. It's dynamic, right? Cody says, why do the temps always have to drop on my weekends off? Well, my wife says the same thing. She goes, how come always on my days off, like it's rainy or cloudy or cooler, and then it's like sunny and warm, although she's off today. So she can't say that. Robert, no roller coasters for you. Oh, man, come on, bud. But he does have a season pass to Dollywood. We got to get the kids up there a couple times, see if we can get them a little bit more brave this year. Last year, they did the kiddie rides, didn't do any roller coasters. I love the Wild Eagle. I like the old-fashioned wooden ones, but I feel like I get whiplash every time I get off those things. And don't they have a new roller coaster this year? Is it this year? Maybe they do. I feel like they're building something new every year at Dollywood. Yeah, we got to see your truck. Let's see the truck with all the pollen on it. Maybe that's what you're talking about. Bonnie says, good morning, Mike. Taps would probably let you put a camera there in Sweetwater. I will reach out here. I've got a to-do list here of things that I've got to get done. So reach out to Taps. Camera and meet and greet. Okay, I will do that today, Bonnie. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Portia, you're so sweet. She says, good morning, Mike. It's about time I finally get to see you. Love the way you tell the forecast. You're a great guy. Oh, shucks. Thanks, Portia. I appreciate that. I try to be, this is me. What you get is what you see is what you get. This is what you're going to get in person too. I don't I don't try to be somebody different that I'm not. Good morning, forecaster Tanner Caro. I don't even know how to say your last name. I might have a little bit of time today for you, so shoot me a text later on today. Actually, I'll tell you what, Tanner. Or shouldn't you be in school, Tanner? I'm now a little curious. It's 7:30 in the morning. You're 15 years old, right? Anyways, shoot me a text this morning after the morning broadcast. I could probably spend about 5 or 10 minutes with you if you want. No consulting. If it makes me some money there, Buck, maybe I will do some consulting. I consult you all every day. No need to pay me any extra for that. Daniel Hurst says, hey, Mike, we had a tornado touchdown here on Tuesday in Lee County, Iowa. Stayed on the ground for 7 miles. Love hearing about home. Who are you watching? Were you watching Ryan Hall? Or are you watching the local news up there? Were you there? Or were you here paying attention to the weather up there? Is it up there because it's north? Is it up there because but would it be down there? Because I think Iowa's lower in elevation than East Tennessee. So is it down there or is it up there because it's north of us? I would typically say up there. Like, let's go up to Canada, right? Even if Canada was lower in altitude than we were, we're still going up to Canada. Oh, so we got a softball game tonight for the granddaughter, Layla says. It's going to be a perfect night for softball, Layla. That's going to be amazing. I need to get out and play some pickleball. I played pickleball on Sunday, but I think we're going to, I don't know. Wife and I have still, we're still going to do some taxes stuff. We filed an extension. Don't worry, we're okay. But we still got to get a handle on these taxes. Whoa, wait a second. Tim McGraw's coming to Thompson Bowling next week, Tom? Ooh, how much were those tickets? Wait, I don't have any money. How much were those tickets? I need to get you on Alexis. Yeah, I've actually tried to research that, Cody. How I could get on there. I know there's a way to do it. Listen. There's no time. There's only 24 hours in a day. I gotta sleep at some point. Let's see. Blackberry Smoke is an awesome buck. Michelle Main says, I was able to use the radar yesterday on the East Tennessee Weather app to plan and go to the store between the showers. It was a blessing for sure. Thanks, Michelle. That's what it's there for. And again, you checked out you did the Futurecast one, right? Like the national radar, which gives you the Futurecast of 2 hours. Hopefully that got you an idea. You got tickets to Lionel Richie next month, Kimberly. Nice. Let's see. Okay, so 100 yards from your house, Wivick Tower, and 2 cell towers. Well, do you know anybody over at Wivick? I've got a new radio station that I've actually got five 5 more radio stations that are coming to the market that East Tennessee Weather is going to be giving radio weather for. We'll talk about that as I launch with them. But I've got 5 more radio stations that I'm going to be broadcasting East Tennessee Weather's weather on. That's pretty awesome, isn't it? So that's going to put me up at if you counted them all, I mean, that's like 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, I'm going to be pushing like 8 or 9 radio stations. Pretty awesome stuff right there, huh? So I'll let you know Temple, good morning. All the best to you as well. All right, we'll come back to the chat here in a second, but you know what time it is, right? You know what time it is. What time is it? Uh-oh, my friends. Uh-oh. It's Dance Party USA time, my friends. No, it's time for the holidays of the day. I need a sponsorship or some good announcer voice with that. And today's national calendar is, what does today's national calendar bring? Well, it brings National Exercise Day. How about that? Today would be a good day for National Exercise Day. Can't go wrong with that. We have Get to Know Your Customers Day. Well, I'm getting to know you, and you're my customers. And I love to get to know you all. National Education and Sharing Day. Seems to be good. Kids are in TCAP. National Animal Crackers Day. We have some animal crackers inside the cupboard. Anybody like animal crackers? Do you like the animal crackers plain, or do you like the animal crackers that are covered in the frosting with the sprinkles on top? Do you even like animal crackers? Or listen, I had some the other day, and I was like, back when you were a kid, your palate is not as defined, if you will, as when you are an adult. Obviously, kids like bland things. They like boring things, and I tried some animal crackers the other day, and I was like, this literally tastes like cardboard. Why do people like these things? Not good. Zero flavor. Maybe if you dipped it in some flavored Greek yogurt or something, maybe. But anybody on here like animal crackers? Fire on the chat. It's National High Five Day. Oh, man, it's National High Five Day. I wonder, hold on a second. I wonder if that popped up on my, hold on. I did a National High Five Day. Let's see. I'm going to see if it pops up here for just a second. I got to switch back to my profile. If it did, I will try to bring that on to share with you. Oh, it didn't. Oh, maybe. I saw it the other day. I did a whole thing on National High Five Day a couple years ago. Oh, I don't see it on here. Oh, man. Well, I was going to try to get it. It was fun. I went through the whole newsroom and gave everybody a high five for National High Five. So for National High Five Day. So if you see me in public today, I'm a hugger, but let's do a high five today. I love me some high fives. During COVID, nobody was high fiving. We're elbow bumping, shoulder bumping. We maybe a little bit of fist bumping, maybe during COVID, but no. High fives are the best. All right, we've got National Poem in Your Pocket Day. What is that? That's the strangest thing I've ever heard of in my life. Who keeps a poem in their pocket? Roses are red, violets are blue. I don't know. It's National Columnist Day. All right. And it's National Lineman Appreciation Day. Can I get We're going to get an applause for that. Why do I applause that? Well, I'll tell you why. Because a good friend of mine who actually advertises with East Tennessee Weather is a lineman. And he's got his own company called East Coast Lines. He's been up in Connecticut over the last week. He was up in Connecticut. And so he has a bunch of trucks up in Connecticut and the Northeast. He's moving things down to the south due to severe weather. And of course, during hurricane season, they'll start going down to Florida and the coastal areas to help restore power for communities around the entire region. So big hats off to linemen. They're the ones who keep keep our power on. They're the ones during storms that are out there in the middle of it all. So hats off to any lineman out there. It's an incredibly dangerous job. It's an incredibly thankless job because we don't thank these people enough that are out there restoring the power for us every time we lose power. And here in East Tennessee, we lose power a lot, right? Because we've got trees. And so anytime we get storms, the power goes out. And who has to go out and do that? The linemen. So once again, big round of applause for all linemen here in East Tennessee and across the country. Yeah. Big shout out. And if Vince is on here this morning, he and his kid join. I haven't seen him on here yet, but he and his kid join every day as they get ready for school. So Vince, thank you for all you do as a lineman yourself and all your coworkers and anybody else. All right. Let's see. Tom says, with the rain coming down, I'm putting down weed and feed for the lawn when I get home from work. There you go. I do not care. I don't personally put fertilizer down on the ground in our yard. I know our grass probably would look a little bit better. I'm not trying to get yard of the week or the month or the year. Our yard looks good, decent. Need to do some weed pulling and put down some mulch. But I try not to put down a bunch of chemicals. Nothing against it. That's just my personal preference. Because the more you put down, the more you have to mow, Tom. Just throwing it out there in case you didn't know how it works. Hey, Tom, quick question. Are you available here in a little bit later on this morning to do a quick test? I've got a new way to do this. I want to see what you think. All right. Let me know if you are. Mountain Harbor Inn. Yeah, there we go. Mountain Harbor Inn, the one on the water in Dandridge. That's where I need a camera. So if anybody knows anybody over at Mountain Harbor, I'm going to put that down. Mountain Harbor in Dandridge. So I got to take notes along the way because you guys just give me a wealth of information. So thank you, Teresa. I appreciate it. I will be giving them a call for sure. Let's see what else we go. Have to work. Julie, you have to work. You can't meet for lunch. Come on, Julie. What is this? Call in sick. This is unacceptable. Just kidding. Oh, see if I can find it. Oh, I don't think I'm going to be able to find it. Today's Wednesday, right? Oh, no, today's Thursday, I mean. It's Throwback Thursday. I want to see if there's any any great photos of me as I'm scrolling through my phone, so you'll be able to see all that. Oh, man, I don't think I have anything for a Throwback Thursday today, unfortunately. But do love me some throwbacks. Is it me or is it just the fact that we have memories on Facebook? We have time hops. We have all these memories that always pop up, which is cool because you can post them. But does it put, because we have these memories and the cell phones and all the images that we have these days, does it make time go faster? Because here's the deal. We've talked about this before. But because we get these memories that pop up on our cell phones all the time. Oh yeah, I remember that. That was like 5 years ago. How was that 5 years ago? But did we ever have that perception when we were, like in the 80s and 90s and early 2000s before we had cell phones and all the social media and stuff like that? We never went back and every week, every day, let's go back to this date in our photo album and look at photos. So I feel like time has we have put the aspect of time into a different perspective. If this is making sense, this is clear as mud, due to the fact that we get these memories that pop up of time, of memories. Does that make sense? I feel like it changes the perspective of what time actually is. We all know that there's, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, whatever, right? And that time doesn't change, but our perception of time, I think, has changed, or at least it has for me. Or maybe that just comes with old age. And we perceive time differently as we get older. Because remember when you were a kid, like a whole day, 12 hours from sunrise to sunset, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. was like A, the best day of your life. B, was like forever. Like 12 hours lasted forever, right? But as an adult, I feel like 12 hours just, goes like that. Like where? Like, I just feel like it's the same old, same old. My wife and I were talking about it the other day. I was like, life is weird. Well, and our kid was asking us on our walk the other night, asking about life. He's like, is it weird that I'm here now? Like, what are the chances and why me? Like, why did I get chosen? You know what I mean? Like, that's weird, right? Time and life. Okay, I don't go too deep on this one, but time and life are weird to me. I don't know. Just me. AJ says, I'm already wanting to go back to bed. Hey, by the way, AJ, are you going to be at the store today? Because if you are, I want to stop by. I was trying to ask. I've got you on the list of places to attend or swing by today. So, AJ, are you going to be at work today? I'm talking to 865 Candles. They're going to start advertising on, I believe it's Monday. AJ, isn't it Monday? And talk about their shop. We're going to show their great little shop in South Knoxville. So, AJ, if you're going to be at the shop today, I'm going to come by. Tell me a good time to come by the shop. And I will do that because I'm free today. Kimberly and Katrina, I'm not 100% sure I'll be able to make it to Rutledge for lunch today. If it wasn't so far away, I probably would. So if you could move that next time, let me know. Tammy McGinnis says, I drive a 2016 Rogue with 179,000 miles, drive 70 miles round trip from work and wherever I go. I live in Washburn, but wouldn't have it any other way with my community. Washburn's a great community, by the way. Granger County's gorgeous. We went to the Granger County Tomato Festival last year, and we'll probably attend this year as well. But good on you. Keep driving that thing till it's down to the ground. That's what I say, because a car is not an investment, right? It depreciates the second you drive it off the lot. Although I would like a nicer car. Kimberly says he's coming. He's going to surprise us. Oh, you think so? You think I've got that much shenanigans up my sleeve? Kimberly, is that what you think? I don't know about that. Well, you might as well announce it to everybody else where you're going for lunch in case anybody else wants to join. You announced it yesterday, but you might as well announce it for sure. So Heidi Cameron says she works from home. She says every morning begins with Mike. Aw, Heidi, you're the best. Are you joining on Roku? Well, you're commenting on Facebook, but are you watching on Facebook? Are you watching on Roku, Amazon Fire? Mike, will you go to Hardee's and bring me a steak biscuit? I'm hungry. No, I'm hungry. You're supposed to be making me breakfast, Kimberly. Duh. I had a protein shake for breakfast. Only because I didn't have time to cook anything for breakfast, and I'm still on those antibiotics from like last week. I've got one. I just took my last pill, so no more antibiotics for me. Yay! That's why you're doing lunch at 2:30, because you get off at 1, Sandra. I get it. Bonnie loves roller coasters. I love roller coasters. Wild Eagle's the greatest. I agree, Buck. It's nice and smooth. Nothing better than just go, king, 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 and then you go, it's the best. You know, funny thing about roller coasters, my friends took me to California. What's the big old park in California? Not like Disneyland or Disney World, but blanking on the name there. Anyways, it used to have, when I was in high school, like the tallest loop-de-loops in America. And I'd never been. I'd been on a roller coaster once back in Denver, and well, let's just say I didn't make it all the way home before my stomach got a little upset. Got a little nauseous, a lot nauseous. So I didn't ride roller coasters forever. Went to California with my friends in high school. It was like our high school senior trip. We drove out to California. Magic Mountain. That's what it was. I went out to Magic Mountain, and the first thing that you see when you drive up to Magic Mountain is like this giant roller coaster that used to have like the tallest loop-de-loops in North America or whatever it was back then. And that was the first ride we went. The wait was like an hour long. And the whole time we were standing in line, all my friends were like super excited about it. And I was literally sweating bullets, like petrified. And I made my buddy go with me who's done this roller coaster before. I was like, will you please ride with me? I am terrified. Did the roller coaster once, and we were back in line a million more times. And ever since then, I absolutely love roller coasters. I hate heights, even though I fly airplanes. Hate heights. I would never climb to the top of a roller coaster, but being strapped in, I'm okay with that. I feel a little bit more comfortable, if you will. Michelle Main says, Big Bear was last year. Redid the Lightning Rod and grand opening this year. Michelle, what's Big Bear? I'm not quite sure what that is. Tammy, you are so welcome. She says, I really appreciate what you do every day. You are so welcome, and I appreciate you for appreciating me. That would be I'm called the Witch Doctor, Buck, not Dr. Witcher. I'm called the Witch Doctor. But you can call me the Witch Doctor next time. What's the topless Jeep forecast? Perfect, Cha-Cha. Today is going to be a perfect topless Jeep day. And if anybody has a CJ5 or CJ7 they're willing to sell, let me know. Oh, so you know about Ryan Hall? Love you. Barbara says, who doesn't know about Ryan Hall, y'all? Big YouTuber, big weather YouTuber, has made it big time, makes millions of dollars doing what he does. Does a great job. And a lot of what I like to do, I do. I want to emulate a little bit of what he does. Not all of it. But severe weather coverage will emulate a little bit of what Ryan Hall does. But he has definitely knocked it out of the park when we're talking, storms. Listen, it's to a certain extent, it's entertainment because people like to see, the train wreck. And so who doesn't like to watch severe weather coverage, hurricanes, tornadoes? And so he's really knocked it out of the park with that aspect of the platform. But he's not doing local forecasts. He just does severe weather stuff. And then, of course, he does, the big stories of what's going on. But, yep, a lot of us know about Ryan Hall. Let's see. Gotcha, Buck. He's talking about Wivik. Man, you guys are chatty. Tom's got to go. Hi, Tom. Bye, Tom. Tom, are you leaving? All right, my friends. Well, I think I'm all caught up on chat for the most part. Got David Howard on here. David, I've not seen you on here before. Welcome to the program. My grandparents would break out the 35 millimeter slide projector almost every weekend to look at old photos. We didn't have all the gadgets, but the desire to reminisce was still there. David, that is really cool. My family did not do that. We just had boxes and boxes and boxes and boxes and boxes and boxes of photos that we would never look at. But it is fun to go reminisce on those photos now. And I have a ton of photos from back in the day. I have a whole box that my mom's given me. All through, a little bit through high school, but, we had the disposable cameras in high school or the old films. So I didn't take a lot of photos, not like what we do nowadays where my phone is loaded with photos and then it's just like nonsense photos. I got to go through and delete all of them. Chris says, we were able to share memories with many more people than you ever were with a photo album. Yep. That is true. Yeah. Time goes by faster. There you go. Magic Mountain. Thanks, Tom. What's a KDNP, Mike? If I could, I would go get an KDNP, Mike. I don't know what that means. What's up, Jonathan Arnold? How are you, sir? Let's see. Yeah, there's a new roller coaster at Dollywood. Mike Leacher. Mike Weecher. How about that one? Oh, kidnap. Gotcha, Kimberly. Not KD Nap. Not KDNP. You're just talking. You're going to try to kidnap me? Kimberly, this is on the chat, you know. This is a live broadcast. Oh my goodness. It's 7:54. My gosh. Where does time go? Let's take a look at those T-Dot cameras one more time, see if there's any. There's the yellows and reds and oranges on the map. So obviously we've got a lot of congestion out there. Doesn't seem to be any major incidents, just congestion. That's a live look there at 640 and Western Avenue. So as we get into the 8 o'clock hour, that's when our volume of traffic really builds. That's the story. That's what 640 looks like at 640 and Wilson Road. Ugh. Ain't nobody like that. Coming down 75, we also have, let's see, your typical slowdowns getting on to 640. Not too bad, actually. Getting on 640 and in and around downtown. We obviously have your big slowdown right there at 40 and Hall of Fame. That is a classic slowdown this time of the day. But it doesn't appear Tri-Cities all the way down to Chattanooga. No accidents, but Chattanooga's got big slowdowns going on in and around the downtown area. That's a live look there at Interstate 75 South in the Chattanooga community. Remember, I do cover all of East Tennessee, not just Knoxville and surrounding areas. And again, if you're new to the app and that platform, here's what I'm talking about when I was talking about the app and the platform. Super easy to do so. Like, again, what we're doing right now is right there at the very top where it says 24/7 live weather channel. That is where we are currently broadcasting. So you can open the app. You don't have to be on social media, but if you are on social media, you can add to the conversation. No need to look at the interactive radar today, but tonight you'll need to check out the interactive radar or have a way to receive weather information. Remember, we're talking about showers and thunderstorms firing up as we get into tomorrow morning. So once again, a live look in downtown Gatlinburg. Everything's nice and quiet and calm. We're sitting at 58 degrees. Let's see if Hardin Valley cameras come back up yet. And it has not. It is still dark 30 in Hardin Valley, but it's not. And temperatures throughout the day today are going to be fantastic. Amazing, actually. So we're going to be in the low to mid 80s, increasing sunshine. So this fog will burn off. Speaking of fog, let's check in on visibility here for just a moment. That's again over Rockwood Mountain, Wartburg community, Morgan County have the thickest fog. Over down by Ducktown and the banked up against the Smoky Mountains, we have a little bit of fog showing up this morning as well. But that is really about the extent of it. So can I get a, let's see. Oh, hey, hold on. We've got Stella the Weather Dog here again today. Stella the Weather Dog, back in action. You want to say hi to everybody? Say hi. It's time for the broadcast to end here this morning, but before we do so, once again, big shout out to East Tennessee Renovations, LLC. As they are this morning's Wake Up with Witcher sponsor. You can give my friends a call today at 865-233. Let's see, that's 3657, or visit them online at easttnrenovations.com if you're looking for a hassle-free kitchen or bathroom renovation update. They do specialize in aging in place. They are aging in place specialists. So really, they just come into your home and give you everything that you need to know. They're cleanliness on the job. They clean up after their jobs, and their work is just phenomenal. So if you're looking for any sort of renovation for your home, whether it be your kitchen, your bathroom, or even the back patio, they are the ones to call for sure. So call my friends over at East Tennessee Renovations at 865-233-3657. Stella, you want to say good morning and say bye to everybody? This is my Stella dog. She's got some issues. She's the precious little queen. We call her the queen. Anyway, she's my weather dog today. She decides she's really quiet and calm, and she'll just sleep in the corner. She joins me in the studio quite often if she's not hiding underneath our bed. She hides underneath the bed all the time. And she's been to the vet like 4 or 5 times in the last like couple months because she's got some issues. We don't know what's wrong with her. They can't figure it out. So if the vet can't figure it out, we may be attending University of Tennessee the vets over at UT to see if we can't get something figured out with her, because this poor dog, her personality has changed a lot since we first got her because of whatever is going on with her. I feel bad for her. Poor little dog. She's my little snuggle bug. Anyways, I sure hope you have a wonderful and safe day. We're going to send you back to the 24-hour channel. We'll pick it back up from the top. If anybody has happened to miss any of the forecast here this morning, I'll come back up on the channel. Again, this channel is available on the app, on the website, Roku TV, Amazon Fire, YouTube as well. And so if you want to check out the 24-hour weather channel any time of the day, you can do so easily. All right, you've been watching Wake Up with Witcher, broadcasting 5 days a week, Monday through Friday at 7 o'clock in the morning. Tomorrow is Friday. Remember, storms arrive tonight. It's going to be a soggy start to the day tomorrow, maybe tracking in some strong thunderstorms for the first thing tomorrow morning. So if I need to go live before Wake Up with Witcher starts because of some strong to severe thunderstorms, you'll get a push notification on your cell phone through the East Tennessee Weather app. All right, my friends, have a great Thursday. Enjoy the sunshine and the warm weather. And I will see you back here for Wake Up with Witcher bright and early, 7 o'clock on our finally Friday morning. We'll see you then.
You're watching East Tennessee Weather. Weather when you want it.
Good morning. Have a great Thursday, everybody. Started off with some clouds and some fog. They break up. We'll see plenty of sunshine, and it's going to be a nice warm day around town. Now, we're tracking a cold front. That's going to bring us some scattered showers and thunderstorms overnight tonight into the early morning hours of Friday, and then maybe a few isolated afternoon thunderstorms on into our Friday. Over the weekend, we're going to be trending cooler, but Sunday does bring us a chance for maybe a little bit of light rain, mainly south of Interstate 40. So the day ahead of us today, it's going to be warmer. It's going to be nice. We'll go partly cloudy by lunchtime as everything kind of burns off. The fog, the clouds will be right around 73, but our goal today is going to be in the low to mid 80s with plenty of sunshine and quite a bit of warmth. And so it's really going to turn out to be a nice afternoon today. And into the evening hours, it's going to be fantastic. 8 o'clock tonight, we're going to be in the mid to upper 70s, low 70s by 10. And so that's really a sign of a nice warm day. Now, a warm front's moving its way on through. So you have the morning clouds hanging out with us. They break up. We're going to see plenty of sunshine. As we take a look at our Futurecast, 3 o'clock, kids heading home from school. It's going to be fantastic. Into the evening hours, 7 o'clock, nice sunshine and a nice evening for an after-dinner walk or to play outside. Now, we do have that risk for strong to severe thunderstorms overnight tonight. So this goes from today through tomorrow, but the timing of this is going to be in the middle of the night into the early morning hours. So let's go and time that out for you. 7 o'clock here tonight, we'll time it out. We're going to stay on the dry side. As we head off to bed, we're on the dry side. Past midnight, here come those storms, and the storms are going to blast through about 4, 5, 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. So we could be dealing with some decent rain for the sunrise hour on Friday. And again, some of those storms could become a little bit strong or severe. Now, as we head through the day, these rain showers will move on out. We'll stay partly to mostly cloudy for much of the day, but as our boundary actually swings through for the second part of the day, we could spark off a couple of showers and thunderstorms. Now, if we get a little bit of heating and some sunshine, we could spark off some strong to maybe even severe thunderstorms. But if we don't get that, we probably will mitigate a lot of the rainfall for our Friday afternoon. Definitely subject to change, and make sure you stay weather alert as we head through tonight and through the day tomorrow. But rainfall amounts, generally speaking, we're talking about a half an inch of rainfall, maybe pockets of nearly an inch in some locations. All right, so 3-day forecast. As I mentioned, we're going to be cooling down. Saturday, we're at 68. We're going to be in the upper 50s on into our Sunday with the clouds and some rain showers settling back into the area. So if this is all you care to know, we sure hope you have a great day. But let's go to the big picture pattern and talk about that, because we have that elevated risk, a level 1, 2, and 3 risk for severe weather today into tomorrow. The bullseye is going to be around St. Louis and Paducah. And then Friday into Saturday, it shifts off to the southeast. We are not really under a risk here at East Tennessee anymore for our Friday, Saturday time frame, which is good news to pass along. And then no severe weather threat on into a Sunday. So here's what it looks like on the big picture. If you have any sort of travel plans, most of the day today is going to be rain-free. Cold front blasts its way on through. There's 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. Showers and thunderstorms roll on through. Then an area of low pressure develops around the Gulf of Mexico, and that's what's going to be heading our way as we get into our Sunday. So Saturday, we'll expect partly cloudy skies, increasing high-level clouds throughout the day. I think Saturday we're going to be on the dry side, but as this low tracks its way out of the Gulf Coast states through the day on Sunday, we're going to see those rain showers really start to develop. Now, I think most of the rain is going to be south of Interstate 40 through the second part of our Sunday as this wave of energy moves its way on through. But unfortunately, it's going to be a cloudy, cool, and kind of a rainy day for some of us on Sunday. When you add up all the rainfall, we're still looking at about a half an inch to over an inch of rain here locally. So some decent rain and some much needed rain. Listen, those April showers bring May flowers, right? All right, so we're talking also about cooler air settling on in. So as we get into our Sunday, into Monday, we got this pocket of cool air that's going to settle its way into the area, and that's what's going to drop our temperatures on Sunday, and we're going to stay on the cooler side as we head into Monday. So temperature trend, today is going to be the warmest day at 85 degrees. We're going to be in the mid-70s on into our Friday, Saturday at 68, 59 degrees on into our Sunday, and then next week we'll moderate nicely back into the 60s and the 70s. And our temperature trend for lows, well, not too terribly cold. At least we're not talking about freezing temperatures to head our way. If you don't have the East Tennessee Weather app, you should. It keeps you up to date on all the weather information that you need to know. Just go to the Google Play Store or the App Store today and search East TN Weather, all one word. Have a great day.